Hey guys, Kurt here of NK Garage, and today we've got another shop organization video for you guys. Recently, this is probably a couple months ago, I bought these three drill bit cabinets. These are the Vevor brand. I bought them as a set for $200. I bought them off of Amazon, but I don't recommend that because they took like 3 weeks to get here. I think they were just drop shipped from somewhere else. So maybe you should try a different website. But for 200 bucks, you get all three. Huo makes these same cabinets, but they're like 200 or more a piece. So we went with the Vevor because then we could get all three and we could get this stuff organized. Because I've been buying a lot of tool lots, and a lot of times we get drill bits. And we use a lot of drill bits here in the shop. And it's not fun when you can't find the size you're looking for. So what we got here, this is your standard SAE drill bits from 1/16 up to 1/2 inch. That's a standard drill bit index. But what's better than this, than the index, is you have all these slots where you can fit multiple drill bits. Now, the slot size changes as you go through, and there's quite a lot of weight in here. So I don't suggest opening all the drawers at the same time. But you can fit a decent amount of each size in here, especially the small ones. So I went ahead and organized all of our excess drill bits in here by size. We've got, tons in here. So we've got some beaters and we've got some really nice ones in here. You kind of just got to dig and find the one that you want for the purpose that you're doing. If you not doing something super accurate and you don't want to beat up a good drill bit, you can use a beater. Some of them are a little bit longer than others. Some of them are even modified to short stubbies. Like this one, I think, has been shortened, or maybe this was short production from the factory. So you have options. So beyond that, we have A through Z, and this is more popular in manufacturing and for machinists. So these letters are associated with certain tap sizes. So if you're going to tap a certain size, you got to use the right size drill bit, and this just makes it easy so you don't have to, go through and look through all the other sizes. And after the A through Z, we got the 1 through 60, which is the same thing like this. A lot of people have the standard 1 through 60 drill index. This here is a Huo. This is full of notchy bits. This is just a to-go index in case, you got to grab one and go for whatever reason that is. But we have all of our excess in here. Now, we didn't go and just stock up on drill bits. This is just stuff that came from all the large tool hauls. We've done a lot of tool hauls over the last 2 to 3 years, some even before we had the YouTube channel. So the stuff has been stacking up. We don't have too many of the super small sizes, and it's hard for me to read those. So any drill bits that I can't read the information on, I just went ahead and got rid of, and I kept all the good ones. But it's convenient. It's not the best, but it's not bad. The quality is semi-decent. The only thing that bugs me is this drawer. When I pull it out all the way, it then does this. So the drawer slides are a little messed up, but it's not bad. The labels on here are just with this thin, not very well laminated paper, and it gets a little dirty in your fingers, but it's a shop environment, so I'm definitely happy with it because this went from a giant just bin of miscellaneous drill bits to a very organized system. It probably took me 10 hours to organize all these drill bits. I had to sit there and look at all of them. I had to split it up into many different events, so I just did it a little bit at a time. We've got 2 of these left-hand drill bit sets. We got these from Harbor Freight a long time ago. We had heard that you could use a left-hand drill bit to remove a broken screw. I think we tried it once or twice and never really had any luck, but they're here. And then this came from a tool haul once, Cobalt drill bits. It's not complete, but Cobalt is super strong, so if you're drilling into a hardened material, it's a better option for you. And then, talk about organization, I went ahead and did this. So these used to be hardware drawers, but we have a lot of hardware and our hardware doesn't fit in here. All of our hardware is over here in these giant drawers, and those little drawers don't work for us, but this does. So I repurposed these little plastic containers that hang on the wall into taps and dies. So we'll start over here with the metric stuff. This is what I did for our metric dies. I categorized them and I just quickly labeled them. Eventually I'll probably go in with the label printer and make it all nice, but for now, while I've been organizing and I've been changing things, moving things around, I just went and did that. But you find the bolt size, and then it goes by thread pitch. So for here, M10, we have M10 by 0.75, 125, 1.5. Looks like I accidentally doubled up on 1.5. I guess that was my mistake. Oh wait, that's M14. So that's actually out of order. I mixed that up. But regardless, it fits a good amount of stuff. You know, you open up a drawer. Some of them have, we've got some of the bigger dies. And in some of the drawers, we have some of the smaller stuff mixed with some of the bigger stuff. But it allows us to store, 5 to 10 dies, depending on the size. Down here, we have our metric taps. This is everything that we have as far as metric goes. It's harder for us to come by this stuff used, but I've been collecting. And even for an M18 tap, I was able to fit it in here. And, for the smaller stuff, like M8, got a couple in here. M10, like I said, we don't have much of this stuff. We've got some really obscure stuff. Like this is M1.5 by 0.35. That came from one of our machinist hauls. I don't know if we'll ever use it, but it's kind of cool to have. Over here, this is our obscure tap and die section. So up here I have some NPT and BSP. BSP is the British Standard Pipe, I believe, and NPT I think is National Pipe Thread. So those are all pipe taps. Here's some various British taps are in here. I didn't even separate them because I don't know if we'll ever work on something British, but if we ever find something, I don't know, maybe like a Triumph motorcycle or something, we might be able to retap a hole. Left hand taps. We actually got a lot of those from one of our recent machinist hauls. So these are actually left hand taps. And again, maybe we'll need them one day. Maybe we'll never need them, but they don't take up that much space. Bottom half here is separated for dies. We have our left hand dies. Got 2 rows of those, actually 3. Then we got MPT dies right here. That's a 3/4 die for pipe thread. Then we have some of those British dies. And over here is a British Standard Pipe dies. Just random pieces. Again, nothing complete set or anything, but maybe one day we might happen to need it. Over here, I started organizing the SAE taps. I haven't even come close to finishing them. I'll show you why in a minute, but we've got a lot of 1/4 inch by 20. I actually had to start a whole separate drawer for 1/4 inch by 20. These are all new old stock. These are actually containers full of them. If I can open it. But there they are, brand new in package. So this will get filled up for sure. And over here we have the SAE dies. And I pretty much almost maxed this one out. I only have 1 extra drawer. And we've got everything from a size 0 by 80, quite small die. And then we were able to get up to 5/8 in here. But our tap and die collection doesn't stop at that size. It actually extends over to here. I have this drawer labeled XL drill bits and XL taps and dies. So this is where all of the big stuff is. So these are where all of our extremely long drill bits are, or extremely wide. We have all those in here. Got tons of them. Then XL taps are over here, which again, extremely wide. Wasn't going to fit that over there. Or extremely long. Some of these are just, you know, manufactured to get in to a very deep hole or a tight spot. And we got some of these. This is a 1 1/4 by 12. And then we got some big dies over here, including this guy is my favorite. It's a 1 1/2 inch by 6. It's a serious die. There's a lot of good stuff in here, you know. So this is where I put the overflow, and I don't mind this at all. But down here, this is what I haven't organized. These are all the standard taps that I have not yet gone through and separated over there. This came from our big machinist haul. I bought all of the taps and dies that the lady had. You know, I just asked her because she was looking to just unload stuff, and she had a lot of stuff. And I had bought taps and dies a lot before, so it's going to take me a long time to go through this, but a little bit at a time. I had already read every single one of these taps to see if it was metric, SAE, British, MPT, left hand. So these are all just your standard taps. And there's a bunch of new old stock ones over here too. Like, just look at that old Greenfield package. That's pretty cool. You know, I didn't really have the heart to kind of throw that away. I just kind of thought that was cool. Yeah, there's just tons in here. All stuff that came from those machinist hauls. So we're kind of set for life for standard size anyways. Believe it or not, whatever's over there metric, you know, maybe there's 100 taps, 100 dies, but there's over 1,000 of these. So the metric stuff was way less popular. So I'm probably going to organize all this into there. This is the best idea that I had so far. They do make tap cabinets like these, but it's just for the standard sizes. You know, I have for even just the dies, you go to 1/4 inch, and we have 1/4 by 20, 1/4 by 24, 1/4 by 26, 1/4 inch by 28, 1/4 inch by 32, and that's a 1/4 inch, I think that says 90 or 40, 1/4 inch by 40, 1/4 inch by 48. That's 7 different sizes for 1/4 inch, and your regular cabinet's not going to have that. Now, this stuff is kind of, you know, very obscure, but it's pretty cool. And I don't know, maybe, you know, one day we'll need a super fine threaded hardware for something. Maybe we're refinishing up or fixing some kind of little machinist tool. A lot of times they'll have fine threads just for fine adjustments on things. So there might be some obscurities in there. But this is what I have found is working for us. We had all these here. These actually came with Nick's house. We haven't moved them. They were already mounted here on the wall. So as I was organizing hardware, moving things out of here and into there, they were sitting here, and I figured, well, I might as well use them for something. And so far it's working. Works pretty well. You know, I don't mind, you know, doing it this way. It's not bad. That's what I got. If you guys have any suggestions or have any links to any, you know, special cabinets or organizers that you have used, you know, definitely leave a comment. I'm sure people would like to see that. But this is how we're currently organizing our stuff on a budget, because you can probably get these things, you know, if you buy them new, they're probably not that expensive. And if you can get them used out of an old shop or a estate sale or something, you can probably buy one of these for $5 in a estate sale. And they hang on the wall, gets things, you know, out of the way. And, you know, because when you go into a drawer like I have over here, and you're working on something and you're like, all right, you know, I need a, you know, 3/8 by 16 tap, and it might take you a while to get there. So this is not an effective way of doing it. This is just bulk storage for now. Gets things out of the way, and at least keeps them semi-protected for now, but eventually we'll get those sorted out. So I want to thank you guys for watching the video today. I hope you like the drill bit dispenser cabinet. If you do, leave a like, comment down below if you've bought one or had one or have any experience with it. I'm sure it'll hold up fine, over time. I don't think we needed to splurge and get the Huo brand. I was hoping to get one that, used somewhere, maybe for $100 or something, but I just couldn't come across one. So we went with the Vevor, and so far we've been happy. It definitely works very well. So thank you guys for watching. If you have extra time, please check out NK Landscaping. It's our other channel. Link is in the description down below. You can watch us do our day jobs with our landscape construction business. We do patios, retaining walls, drainage, and more. So check that out. And then if you feel like you want to, go check out our eBay store. We've got tons and tons of inventory on there. I've been listing a lot recently, mainly with filler sockets and wrenches. We've got tons of Craftsman inventory on the site. If you need filler sockets for your sets, check it out. And we also have miscellaneous tools that would come from tool hauls that we don't keep. So sometimes there's Snap-on, Mac, Matco, definitely tons of Craftsman, SK, Proto, Plum, even some of the weirder off brands that don't exist anymore, like Her Brand and some others. So check it out if you want to. You get 10% off for being a YouTuber. That's NK YouTube is the coupon code. So check it out if you want. And that's it for today. So have a great day, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Goodbye.